up, you guys? It's me, Jill, and yes, it's been a while since I did a get ready with me video. Let's get started right away, shall we? Because I have places to be and I cannot be late. So the first thing that I always do before I start my makeup is spray my face with this coconut rose water, which is supposed to hydrate your face. And I just like shake it like this. Like, you're not supposed to shake it, but I do it anyways. And I just wait until it dries. And as it dries, let me tell you the semester that I just had. So it wasn't a bad semester per se, but it wasn't easy either. Where do I start? First thing I think I should mention is that I passed all my classes with B and C's. Like, I thought I was gonna fail like my Spanish class because that was the second time that I was taking that Spanish class specifically, and I was like terrified I was gonna fail again. But no, I passed with a C, which is great. And this semester has been like very chaotic, and I'm just glad that I was able to pass all my classes with B's and C's. Like, getting a C is not a bad grade, but you know, I couldn't done better. But you know, I'm just glad that I was able to pass with all the shit that happened this semester. Okay, next I used this NYX Photo Loving Primer, and I love this one because it's anti-redness, because as you can see I have like red pigmentation on my face, and it also like blurs out your pores, which is great. So I think there's something I should mention, and I thought about making this into a separate video, which I think I'm gonna do that anyways to explain everything. But like I said, the semester has been like really difficult. Like, I couldn't concentrate very well. I was very overwhelmed with all the work I had to do for college, like group projects and the documentary I did, the short film that I did. It's just everything. And also the fact that I had to repeat a class that I failed previously. So there's like the pressure of not failing that class and doing a good job. And with that resulted to me seeing a therapist for like the first time and going to a partial hospitalization. For those of you that don't know what that is, it means that you get to go to like a mental health clinic for a week from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and they give you like classes on how to manage your emotions, how to breathe, breathing exercises, and it's like group therapy, because it's not, you don't do that alone. You get it with other people who are also getting through shit. And so I did that, and when I was there, I got the diagnosis that I have severe depression and severe anxiety, which is not a surprise for me because all my life, since I was like, I don't know, 10 to 15 years old, like I knew I had some of the symptoms of depression and anxiety, but like I never went to a therapist or psychiatrist to give me like a concrete diagnosis of what I had. So it was like really nice to know with concrete evidence what I had, and to know that I was right. I did have the symptoms, and this is what I actually have, and there's something I can do to help me feel better. And yeah, that's what happened. And like I said, I'm probably gonna make a separate video about this, but I just thought you guys should know that, because like a lot of things happened before I went to that partial hospitalization. Like, it was like a lot of things, and then with this semester a lot of shit happened, and I was just, okay, I can't like deal with this alone, I need help. And so that's why I went to see a therapist and a psychiatrist, and right now I'm taking some sleeping pills, because apparently there's like the opposite of insomnia, which is where you can sleep for 6 to 8 hours, like you can sleep the entire night, but your brain is still like working. So it's like you're not really sleeping even though your eyes are completely closed. So that's the thing. My brain continues working during the night. Like I know which way I'm turning in my bed. I'm like, okay, let me turn this way because I have my phone that way, and there's gotta be an alarm, and it's a huge mess. I end up not sleeping. And so they gave me medication for that, and it really has helped me to sleep better. And they also give me Prozac for my depression. And so far, it's going well. But yeah, I'll make a separate video explaining all of this. Okay, now I'm gonna use this L'Oreal True Match Foundation in the shade W4 Natural Beige. I'm gonna link everything in the description, everything that I use. And I'm just gonna put it right here in this silicone sponge because I don't like to like use my own hand for foundation. I don't know why, but I just don't like it. So I'm just gonna definitely need to like, I think this is already ran out, and I need to use a brand new bottle of this, which I have one in my drawer, but let's see if there's something left in here. I think that's enough for my entire face and what I need to do with my makeup. So this is what I like to do. I just use my finger to put foundation like this in the areas that I need, like this, and then I just use the sponge to blend it all in. Also, sorry, I don't think I'll be able to speak while doing this, but I seen people like doing foundation directly on the sponge. I try that, but since obviously this is a sponge and it absorbs like half of your makeup, like I don't like that method, so that's why I just do this. I just beat my face. That looks so ridiculous, oh my god. Okay, now I'm gonna use this L'Oreal True Match Concealer in the shade W123, which is like lighter than my actual shade. And I'm just gonna put it underneath my eyes, you know, like right in the bags of my eyes, like right here, my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Since I'm doing my makeup, let's talk about the beauty community, which it's been interesting to say the least. So the James Charles drama happened, which don't worry, I'm not gonna talk about it because I'm pretty sure everybody and their mothers are tired to hear about it. And I made a video about the situation and about cancel culture, but I decided not to post it because, like I said, everybody's tired to hear about the drama, and I'm just like, what's the point of posting that video since everybody's already tired of this drama? This tea is cold, you know? But what I think of the situation, okay, let me be honest. At first, I was like very quick to cancel James because I never liked James. Yes, I did follow him on Instagram because he is talented at makeup, but I never liked his personality, and I just thought he was very annoying and obnoxious and pretentious. So that's why I like never watch his videos and like never really liked him. I just follow him on Instagram because he is talented at makeup and he did some incredible makeup looks, I'm not gonna lie there. And so I'll admit that I was pretty quick to cancel James because I didn't like him in the beginning, because it's very easy to cancel somebody when you don't like him, that person already. And that's the thing about cancel culture, because let's say that your favorite celebrity does something, it's gonna be really hard for you to cancel them or held that person accountable for their actions, because you like that person, you admire that person. So cancel culture is toxic, but also very... That was my window, I'm sorry. What was I saying? Cancel culture is very toxic and contrary and hypocritical, because if you don't like a person, you can cancel them, but if you like somebody and they do something wrong, it's like, then you don't cancel them. It's like a whole shit show. And now that I thought about the whole situation, you know, rationally and clearly, now that I'm calm, not thinking based on emotions, James is 19 years old. He's still technically like a teenager, but he's about to be 20. He's over 18. Right now he's legal. He's an adult. He should know better, but he still has time, you know, to change and to mature and to learn from his mistakes and to grow up. But he should also be accountable for his mistakes. By the way, before I forget, I'm gonna be using this powder, Airspun, naturally neutral, to bake my face. Again, I'm just gonna list everything in a description. But just because he's 19, his age shouldn't be an excuse for his actions. He still did some pretty shitty things. Like, he said transphobic comments in one video. I think it was where his crush does his makeup. He asked him, hey, why don't you go for bisexual guys or very muscular gay guys? And he said, oh, because that's not a challenge for me. Saying that he only likes straight guys because he likes the challenge, that's basically the equivalent of a straight guy going for lesbians because they like the challenge. And it's like, oh, they never had dick before, I bet I could turn them straight. Like, that's really disgusting.
So that's why I always go for like very masculine, muscular type men, and normally those are like the straights. It's also a fun challenge. Like, if you know me, you know that I definitely love a good competition, and for me, getting with a straight guy is like winning.
There's a video where he said transphobic comments, where he said, oh, I hooked up with trans men, so I'm not fully gay, or something like that, implying that trans men are not actually men. And I'm just like, honey, that's not how it works. Trans men are men, even if they still have vagina, even if they didn't have like the full surgery, there are men. And you're still gay if you sleep with a guy.
In science, in regards to like LGBTQ people, there's what's called the Kinsey scale. So the Kinsey scale is from like 0 to 6, 0 being like completely straight, and 6 being like completely gay.
Okay.
And I truly believe that the amount of people that are a flat out 0 or a flat out 6 is like very, very small. I think that most people are very close to the ends, but there's a huge percentage in the middle too. If I had to put myself on it, I would put myself at like a 5.5.
So you're not even full gay?
I mean, no, there have been girls in the past that I've like thought were really, really beautiful. There's also been like trans guys in the past too that I was like really, really into for a moment in time.
Okay, now I'm gonna use this eyebrow pencil. Non.U? I don't know how you pronounce that, but my mom got it for me on Wish. So I'll try to find it, like the link of where you can buy it, and put it on the description. And the whole sugar bear situation, like, where do I begin to explain this? I feel like if the whole sugar bear situation didn't happen, Tati would not made the video titled by sister and like expose him or whatever. But at the same time, James should not have gone to Tati's biggest competitor. And I'm not saying that James deserved getting like exposed or whatever because he went to Tati's biggest competitor, but still, if your friend has a company, the least you can do is support them. And I know there's proof where he did supported Tati's company, Halo Beauty, but he still went to her biggest competitor, and that's kind of like very shady on his part because he wanted to sing in Coachella because the first week he wasn't able to enjoy it or something because he was with a guy, and he wanted to go to the second week at Coachella with his friends, but he was on a VIP area, which is different from the artist pass because artist pass has security and all that, and fans can't get in there, and companies are the ones who carry around the artist VIPs. What the hell, that was sick. Thank you for interrupting my video. No, it's really weird. Anyways, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by that car. He contacted Nikita, and Nikita put him in contact with Sugar Bear. And it was like an immediate decision. Like, he didn't like had the time to decide, like, should I do this, should I not do this. Like, didn't even think like Sugar Bear was Tati's biggest competitor. And the other thing is that 9 days after the whole situation happened, he promoted Sugar Bear on his Instagram story, and which is funny because you're supposed to take vitamins for more than a week or more than a month for the vitamins to actually work. So in a way, he wasn't like very truthful to his advertisement because he was only taking these vitamins for 9 days and telling his audience, hey, you should get Sugar Bear because it helped me with my anxiety, when you only been taking them for 9 days. You haven't even taken them for a whole month or 3 months, which is what you're supposed to do with vitamins. You should take them for more than a month for them to work. So yeah, not only did he like backstab Tati, but he also lied to his audience, saying that the vitamins helped him with anxiety or whatever. And that is all I gotta say about this whole situation. I know you guys are bored to hear about this because this tea is cold. It's not new anymore. It's not exciting. But the other thing I had to mention is when Jeffree, and let me just clean up my eyebrows with foundation. When Jeffree did his video, like explaining his side of the story, everybody expected him to pull out the receipts and to cancel James Charles and to end his career, which honestly I did thought he was gonna do that because he's Jeffree Star. He did ended Laura Lee's and Manny Muay's careers. But at the same time, I was glad that, he didn't pull up any receipts, because if he did pull up receipts, this drama would have lasted until the end of time. And like I said, everybody was already fucking tired of this drama, and we just wanted to move on. We just wanted a conclusion. We didn't want to continue with this drama. So at one point, I wanted him to pull out the receipts, but in the other, I'm just glad he didn't, because if he did, this whole shit show would have just continued and we would still be talking about it. And as for now, the drama has ended, and hopefully it does not continue in the future. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the Jake Paul and Cody Ko drama, which is not really drama, it's just something Jake Paul did and thought it was gonna work on his favor, but it didn't. It just ended with CATEYE getting a shit ton of subscribers. So in case you guys didn't know about this whole situation, J. Paul called CATEYE a cyberbully and did a video where he confronts him and tells him to stop cyberbullying kids and all that, and CATEYE was like, why kids? Because if you watch this video, he doesn't like bully anybody. He's just like making commentary, making jokes, because he's a comedian. That's what he does. He makes jokes. And as far as I'm concerned, the videos that he's made on people, they're not children, they're adults who they're supposedly are capable to handle those types of comments, because they're not meant to bully them. They're just criticism and made for fun and all that. And what that resulted with CATEYE getting a shit ton of subscribers, and like J. Paul thought he did something by making that video confronting CATEYE, but in the end he just lost the battle.
And then a couple days later, he posted a super long video entirely dedicated to the confrontation, where at the end he basically tells all of his subscribers to go and cancel me.
The sad part about it is that I think the only way he will change, like maybe his processes or his thoughts on everything, is if he faces enough backlash.
But I don't know, I feel like maybe his editor is a fan or something. Because somehow he managed to make me look really good and himself look really bad.
What's another thing that happened that I could talk about in this video? I know the abortion ban happened in Alabama, Ohio, Georgia, and I think Mississippi was also one of the places where they wanted to do the abortion ban. And I wanted to make a video dedicated to that topic, but I was busy at school and I didn't have time to research any of this shit and to do a proper video on it. So here's my opinion about the abortion ban. So in case of anybody doesn't know, I am pro-choice. I believe that anybody should have a choice whether they want to have children or not. But I also am pro-life. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, that I'm pro-choice and pro-life at the same time. So pro-choice, you can choose whether you want to have children or not. And pro-life, the children that already exist have a proper home, parents who love them, have a proper education, and they're not living in poverty. They're not victims of abuse or anything like that. And with this whole thing, it's just very sad, because it's basically like punishing women for having sex, and nobody should be punished just for having sex. And I had this discussion with my mother, and it frustrates me, because she's like, oh, if they don't want to get pregnant, then they should not have sex. They should practice abstinence. And I'm like, do you realize how ridiculous that is? Yes, I know if you practice abstinence, you're not going to get pregnant. That's true. That is obvious. And you're also not going to get any sexually transmitted diseases. But you can't expect everybody to practice abstinence, because that's not possible. Not everybody's gonna do that, because there's gonna be hormones and all that. Nobody is gonna be able to practice abstinence. So the best thing you can do is, go with the education first, sex education. Talk to kids about, condoms, contraceptives, practice safe sex if they are gonna have sex. And also talk to them about abortion and Planned Parenthood, because a lot of things happen in Planned Parenthood that is not just abortion. They can also treat with cancer in your reproductive organs and all that. Like I say, this is a whole shit show. And the people who say that they're pro-life, but they're not really pro-life, because what they're basically saying, oh, your life is worth more if you're a fetus, but once you're born, you no longer matter. And the children that they're in the foster system, that they're abused and never able to get adopted, they don't care about them. So it's really sad.
Okay, Peter, if you're so pro-life, let me ask you this. Would you go down to the orphanage and claim an unwanted baby and take care of it?
No, Lois, I'm here to save the unborn. Once they get out of the vagina, they can go fuck themselves.
I think this was in Georgia, I don't remember, but there was a state where they said if a woman goes outside of the state to get an abortion, she could end up in prison, which is ridiculous because they're states, they're not countries. They can leave the state if they wanted to get an abortion. So it's completely ridiculous. Here's the other thing that these states are not understanding. Nobody, absolutely nobody, is pro-abortion. Nobody likes getting abortions. Nobody's out here saying, I like abortions, I like it. No, absolutely nobody likes getting abortion. We just want the right to choose whatever we want to do with our bodies, whether we want to have children or not. That is all. That is all we want. We just want basic human rights. It's 2019 and I can't believe we're still fighting for this shit. Okay, I still got a little bit of time left to do some eyeshadow, so let's do eyeshadow. First, I'm gonna use this palette. It says Fantastique. It's in French. I don't know any French. I apologize for that. And I'm gonna use this color, which I already hit pan on, called Non.U, which is a really nice transition shade. And I'm just gonna put that all over my legs. Also, if anyone's wondering what happened to this eye, one of my veins like popped in my eyes. I don't know, and yeah, it looks like that. My mom says that's normal, but this never happened to me before. And like, it's going down. It's not as bad as it was in the beginning, but yeah, that happened. Now I'm gonna use this eyeshadow palette that my godmother got me. It looks like this. The colors are not like super pigmented, but they're pretty good for transition shades. So I think I'm just gonna start using this like military green as my green transition shade, so I can go on with this look. So now I'm gonna put foundation on my crease, and then I'm gonna use this BH Cosmetics Aurora Lights palette, and shit, there's the plastic, and use this shade called Glowing for my lid right here. So after putting foundation on my lid, what I like to do is use the same hydrating face mist and to with this flat brush that I have right here. Wait. Okay, now. And I'm just gonna use this palette and this shade, which is, oh my god, really pretty. This is so pretty. And I bet it's gonna look even better on the lid. Oh my god, can you see that? That is so pretty. Oh my god, I am in love with this. I was gonna do some black eyeliner, but I just checked the time and I don't think I have time to do black eyeliner shit. I just dropped my powder. What I'm gonna do right now is use this green eyeliner by Jordana, and just put it like right here on top. I'm not gonna do like the usual cat wing because I don't have the time for that. I had to get going because I had to go to my cousin's talent show. Oh god, let's see if I don't mess this up. Oh god. Well, I did my best. They looked similar. Thank god this is not a makeup tutorial, otherwise this would be a huge fail. Now I'm gonna use my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, and I thought of putting on fake eyelashes, but like I said, I don't have time. I have to get going, so let's just put on my mascara and get going. Okay, now I'm gonna use this shade from this highlighter palette called Hard Candy that my aunt got me. I don't know where you get this. I think it's from Marshall's. I think you can get this palette. But so far, you know, these highlighters are really good. I haven't tried these three here, which are cream highlighters, and I don't think I'll ever try them because I'm not a fan of cream highlighters. I'll just stick with the regular powder highlighters. And for the lips, I'm gonna use this L'Oreal lipstick in the shade Mate-titude. And I don't know how, but this lipstick, as you can see, it has broken. I don't know how that happened, but now I need to be really careful when I apply this lipstick. Oh god, please don't break. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. I know it's been a while since I did a Get Ready With Me, and again, I know I always apologize for this, but sorry if I was a little bit all over the place with the things that I was talking about. It's been a while. Please be patient with me. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. All my social medias will be linked down below. I'll be also linking everything that I use for my face in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.